Hi guys, so I'm so happy to have Philip today. Philip, you've been on our magazine for a long time and several times, and you keep being on the magazine for obvious reason, like we love you. So this interview I'd like to explore more something that you told me before as a story about sport performance. How Lila Quantum can improve sport performance, which is for me not easily understandable, and I'm very intrigued to grasp the concept of it.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Okay, awesome. Well, first of all, thanks for having me, and thanks for the interest also. So, I think the first thing for people to understand is that we have a biofield, and to really realize that we have a biofield. We brush our teeth in the morning, we take a shower in the morning, then we take some supplements and whatever, right, to take care of our physical body, but we don't really take care of our biofield. We do if we meditate, we do if we do yoga. Probably calisthenics has this energetic aspects as well, I would guess. And that's how we increase our energy level, our consciousness level, our biofield. We strengthen.
So the biofield, let's define what is the biofield.
Yep, you can call it the aura. It's basically, we are energy at core. You know,
right.
we have meat bags, but we are not a meat bag. So we are consciousness or energy, right, to begin with. And so if that is out of balance, we don't feel good, right? We may even want to hide and we get sick and things like that. If our biofield is very strong, we feel good, we feel expanded, and then also our body is in a better position as well, because the body is a reflection of our biofield just in this physical reality.
Correct.
So with our technology, we've been able to create a super concentrated quantum energy field and work with frequencies to stimulate the biofield, to basically bring it into optimal position. And with that, you see physical changes happen. It only happens though because the technology interacts with the biofield. So the biofield, it's as if it charges up the battery again. You know.
So you can measure that improvement in the biofield. You can like literally look at it and say this, because I do remember seeing some neuroscience experimentation where they were measuring light out of body, and like dark people were because they were sad, and positive people were shining in yellow and red. So the biofield is measured the same way. You can like gradually say this is a positive and improved and balanced biofield, and this is not, and I'm going to improve it using Lila Quantum technology.
You can feel it, and you can indeed measure it. You can use things like there's Killian photography, for example. There's different methods that can visualize the biofield. But we go way further, because there's a lot of people still don't really, they're like, oh, if my aura looks like this or like that, you know, what does that mean to you? Because they can't understand it. But it's possible. They really want to see what happens on the physical level. And that's where we've done a lot of work, right? Because we've been able to show that the technology, you know, improves your blood within minutes. It improves your heart rate variability. But what we've shown now, since we've spoken last, is in randomized double-blind studies that were done in university labs to increase ATP production of human cells by 20 to 29%, which is quite massive.
It's not negligible. The 20% ATP increase, it's massive. It's huge. We're trying to get that to that level with NAD injection, and we're not getting there.
So in this case, it's non-invasive. It doesn't hurt you in any way. It just uplifts you. But then even more, that professor that ran those studies, by the way, he thought at first it couldn't work because he thinks it's just energy. We did these studies over distance with our quantum upgrade system. And it just was over his head because he didn't think it would be possible. And then he was proven wrong in his own study. He repeated it twice and was each time statistically significant, randomized and double blind, and worked every time. Now he's a full believer. He talks to his students about it. He took it a step further because we ran wound healing studies with actual human cells. Again, millions of cells in the
that.
control group,
Yeah.
millions of cells in the treated group, and it showed a 50 to 100% acceleration in wound healing, or call it cell recovery rate, right? So you had the cells were scratched with the laser, and then you just wait until they heal. And there was one group that didn't get treated, and the other one was treated, again over distance with our quantum upgrade system. And it showed that it just healed twice as fast, which is significant.
It's more than significant.
So it shows you the potential for the physical performance besides just the biofield.
Yeah.
And certainly something that you don't wear like this. You know, if I'm an athlete and I play tennis, I couldn't put it on my head
or in my pants.
I mean, it would be possible, but
Yeah.
it would disturb me too, right? So the remote, so it's basically like a quantum energy streaming service that we developed. Because since we're biofields, we have an energetic signature. You have one, I have one, we all have our unique one. What we need is a unique identifier. It could be your birthday, the city where you were born and your name, for example, and the country you live in. That's your unique identifier. It could be a picture too, but we don't work with pictures. We place it in our system, then you are in the field. But the great thing is you are 100% in control, because on your phone or your laptop, you can do the settings. You can say you want to pause it at any time, or you want amp up the energy level,
increase it,
or you want to change frequencies. For example, you could have for recovery, I choose the Heal 360 frequency. If I have a performance,
that's the story you told me before.
Exactly. I'm going for the Olympic performance frequency, because that's geared towards having the cells in full action, you know?
But how did you design those settings or pattern? Like the story you told me before, you were competing in tennis and you didn't choose the right setting, so it was not for performance, it was for love. But how did you come up to say, this type of setting is for love, this type is for performance? In terms of research and development, there is a lot of work to make sure that you are sending the right, how can I say, quantum energy to that?
Yeah, so we started the system just with pure quantum energy, and there was no specific frequency involved, and that already went great. And you know, because people can have different levels. Then we also design and create frequencies, and we have probably created around about 30 different frequencies for various use cases, for inner peace, for weight management, for Olympic performance, things like that, and for healing also. So those frequencies we were able to integrate into the system so that people can make the choice, okay, for now I want this, or I want that, and they make the choice. But you're then also responsible to make that choice.
To make the right choice,
and for at this tennis tournament, you know, usually I always set it on a booster, so very high energy level when I have a tennis match, and I choose the Olympic performance, because that is what gets my body into full energy mode,
and the ATP and everything.
Focus, and you're fully on it. And I had forgotten it this one time in the first round of a big national tennis tournament, and I was down 5-6 in the first set, and I realized, oh my God, I forgot to do that. I almost got frustrated with myself, because I'm the founder of this company, I should just not forget to do that. So then I lost the first set 5-7, and the guy said, okay, in the break, I'll be back in 5 minutes, I'm going to go to the restroom. And I said, okay, do it. And I quickly changed the settings from self-love and partnership, which I had before, which is a great frequency, but not for playing tennis, to Olympic performance.
Falling in love with your tennis partner is not the thing that you see in championships.
Oh my God, yes, exactly. And then he came back, and I won the second set 6-0, and the third set 6-1, and it was over like that. And I felt it, you know, I really felt it.
So one question. Did your tennis partner come over and kiss you after?
He did not. Thankfully, actually.
He should have remembered you. Yes, I love the technology. You know, it's interesting for me to look at quantum energy, because I spent 9 months of my life studying quantums when the Nobel Prize of Quantum Physics was discerned to those two French guys. and I still have like gray and dark zone into it, and you're bringing something that is completely disrupting our concept of understanding. And we are trying to spread the words and the knowledge out there, but many people are still very refractive to this completely destructive mode of thinking and curing, because the way that you are explaining me, I see that quantum energy, lila quantum, could be helpful in the future for treating PTSD, insomnia, anxiety, and all this stuff. And to get there, what are you going to be doing? How do you want to get into that space and be recognized? It's a huge work to do.
Yes, it's a lot of work, and we have a big vision for the quantum upgrade system. We will create almost a parallel system, and the ultimate vision that we started to work on is that we will probably have, I don't know, 5,000 different frequencies at least available, which would include each and every vitamin, each and every mineral, each and every Schiffler salt, and many, many more frequencies, and create a test that anyone can run, basically a scan that tells you, okay, this is how you're doing, this is how your lungs are doing, your heart, your whatever.
So it's measurable then.
And wherever it's out of balance, and that the system basically provides the input of, okay, these are the frequencies that you need over the next couple of weeks in order to bring it back into balance.
Right.
And then it suggests you these frequencies, and with just a click of a button, you can load in these frequencies, and then you're in the field. You always need a quantum energy field to be the carrier wave, basically. And then we can hook on those frequencies, and then you get these frequencies. We already can do that manually. It works. It's fascinating how it works.
So AI will probably help you to adjust?
I don't know if AI would be really helpful. Maybe it plays some role, but it
maybe on the biofeedback from the person getting into the energy adjustment. I don't know. Yeah,
possibly for some processes in the background to connect certain things, but it's more the high consciousness field that we need to hook into that also to create, the actual report. But I think it may take another couple of years until we're there.
Probably, yeah.
But it won't take us that long, because we have all the different pieces, and we know how it works. It's just a lot of development time. But that's the ultimate vision.
That's the one. Yeah. Thank you, Philip. Thank you for this interview. It's always like refreshing and intriguing to see this challenging technology coming into the space, and I hope that one day people will understand the deep concept that we are energy. That's what you're working on. Yeah, and I'm convinced we are energy, 100%. Thank you.
Thanks so much. That was great.
Thanks.
Love it.
Thank you.